Today we are looking into a pretty big food safety issue that's been making headlines recently.
Okay.
And, it involves a pretty well-known brand, Marks & Spencer. So we're talking about a product recall, and it's for two specific chicken products.
Okay.
Crispy Southern Fried Chicken Burgers and two Chicken Kyivs. And these were sold in Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. And the reason behind it all is salmonella contamination. So salmonella, what is it?
Well,
why is it such a big deal when it comes to food safety?
Salmonella is a bacteria that is commonly found in raw poultry and meat and eggs. And while it's natural for these animals, it can cause serious illness in humans if we eat it. The problem is that contamination can actually happen at any point in food production chain. Think about it from the farm to processing plants to even when you're preparing food at home.
Yeah, that's kind of unsettling. I mean, we're talking about a brand like Marks & Spencer.
Yeah.
It really makes you think about how vulnerable even really well-established systems can be.
Absolutely. And this is something that we see time and time again, unfortunately. But it really does underscore that food safety is a constant challenge. So for any of our listeners out there who might be enjoying a chicken burger or chicken Kyiv right now, let's talk about what you need to look out for.
Okay, yes. So what happens if someone eats something with salmonella and they don't know?
The symptoms of salmonella poisoning can be really quite unpleasant. We're talking about things like abdominal cramps, fever, diarrhea, and that can sometimes be so severe that you might even end up in hospital because of dehydration. These symptoms typically appear sort of 12 to 36 hours after eating the contaminated food, but that time frame can vary quite a lot.
And I've heard that for some people, it also could be even more serious.
Yeah, absolutely. There are certain groups that are much more vulnerable to serious complications if they get salmonella. So this includes elderly people, infants, and those with compromised immune systems. So, for example, people undergoing chemotherapy or people with certain chronic illnesses.
Okay, so this is definitely not something to take lightly.
No.
So let's talk about the recall itself. What steps has M&S taken to address this whole thing?
So they've been very proactive and issued a public recall, urging customers not to eat the products. They've provided really clear instructions for returning the products, getting refunds. They've also apologized, of course.
And it's really important to note that this recall is only for products with very specific use-by dates.
Yes.
So we're talking about the 26th, the 30th and 31st of January.
Yes.
And the 1st of February for the burgers. And then the 26th of January for the Kyivs. And, of course, this is all only affecting products in Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland.
Right,
so I guess if you're listening to this,
in
those areas you should probably be paying extra attention.